Chapter 6, Mishnah 4. This Mishnah continues the discussion of the previous Mishnah. It considers the opposite case, a Yisrael who leases a field as a sharecropper from a Kohen or Levi. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. If a Yisrael received a field as a sharecropper from a Kohen or Levi, the tithes belong to the landowner, because it is assumed that he meant to keep for himself the right to take them. Thus, if the landowner is a Kohen, all the truma goes to him, and the rest of the produce is divided between the landowner and the sharecropper, who may give his share of the meiser to the Levi of his choice. If the landowner is a Levi, all the meiser goes to him, and the remainder of the produce, including a share of the truma, is divided between the landowner and the sharecropper, who may give his share of the truma to the Kohen of his choice. Until now, the Mishnah has discussed the division of truma, which is given to a Kohen, and meiser rishon, which is given to a Levi. The Mishnah now cites a dispute about the division of meiser sheni, which must be brought to Jerusalem and eaten there. Rabbi Yishmael says, if a villager, i.e. someone who lives outside of Jerusalem, receives a field as a sharecropper from a Jerusalemite, the meiser sheni belongs to the Jerusalemite, Yerushalmi. It is assumed that the villager gives up his rights to the meiser sheni to the landowner because he does not want the burden of bringing it to Jerusalem to eat it there. But the sages say the villager himself is able to go up and eat it, the meiser sheni, in Jerusalem. Since he could travel to Jerusalem at any time, there is no reason to assume that he gives up his share of the meiser sheni. Therefore, the meiser sheni too is divided between the landowner and the sharecropper.